This is the case of Thomas versus Peters. Ms. Thomas, you are suing Ms. Peters for $3,000 for medical expenses and 1 month's wages. Ms. Peters, you say that the incident was just an accident and you are not responsible.
Yes.
All right. Let's start with you, Ms. Thomas. Please tell the court what happened.
My now ex-best friend temporarily blinded me. And honestly, I believe that she's been after me from the very start of our friendship.
Really?
Yes. We met in college and we were in the same sorority. And she, to be quite honest with you, just always had it out for me because I think she likes to hold this air of superiority. She thinks she's better than everybody else and is often bragging and holding up her great achievements, which I'm just proud of her for. But she does so much comparison. I took it out of just the kindness of my heart to plan a trip for us to go to Palm Springs together. I even found the Airbnb. I arranged the whole thing. The only thing she had to do was drive, and she offered to do so because she said she was understanding that I drive quite often as I work as a rideshare driver. But then, as we were driving, I realized that I forgot my contact solution at home, and I just get really dry-eyed. I have a hard time seeing without my contact lenses. She said that she believed she had some contact solution left over in her car, so she gave it to me. And the next night, after we were at the pool or about to go out for dinner, I used the contact solution, and I've never been in such excruciating pain in my entire life. My eyes just I couldn't stop crying, just screaming in pain. I turned the brightest bloodshot red. I have evidence of that experience with photos.
Let me see your evidence.
Yes.
So wait, so she gave you what she thought was contact solution, but what was it?
I don't believe that she did think it was contact solution, but apparently it was eye makeup remover that gave me serious chemical burns and blinded me for a month.
Blinded you for a month?
Yes.
So I see your picture with very, very red eyes. You also had to, go to the urgent care? You had to go actually to the emergency.
Yes. She took me to the emergency room in that moment.
So she took you there.
Well,
Ms. Peters, what happened in your estimation? I mean, I see these red eyes. I see the bills for the medical expenses. What happened?
Yes, it was a mistake. This was an honest mistake. I got LASIK eye surgery a few months ago. I used to wear contact lenses. When I was traveling for work one day, I put liquid eye makeup remover in my contact solution bottle.
You were traveling, so you put eye makeup remover in your contact.
It was like a travel-sized bottle, a contact solutions lens bottle.
And you put that in there so you could remove your makeup. It was a little travel-sized bottle, so you just used that to fill it up.
Yes, to go to the airport.
But doesn't eye makeup remover come in a small size where it's already in a plain appropriate size, or you had a large?
I had a large bottle, so that's why I ended up putting it in the smaller bottle. So after we came home that day, she said, "Oh my God, I forgot my contact solutions," because she wears contacts. I said, "Okay, I think I have it in my makeup bag." So when we're at the pool, she's like, "I need it," so I gave it to her. Of course, her eyes started stinging, and I immediately brought her to the ER. Later, I remembered that it was eye makeup remover. Now, when we get back to LA, I've apologized profusely. In fact, I bought her groceries.
Oh my gosh.
I got her dinners.
Yeah, you brought me groceries.
And she kept harassing me over the phone.
I wouldn't have had...
So, Ms. Thomas, you get the bottle, you use it, your eyes start burning, you have to go to the hospital. You can't see for how many days?
For an entire month. And yes, she did drive me and bring me groceries in that time, but she's acting as if like that was some big burden on her, where I felt like such a burden because I wasn't able to do those things for myself. And then at that end of that month, I received this massive hospital bill, and I reached out to her thinking that as my friend, she would, of course, want to contribute to that, especially considering that she has such a higher income than me that she loves to hold over my head.
No, I don't.
When I went to send her this text message, my text went green. because she blocked me. She blinded me and then she blocked me.
All right, guys. I have a lot to say about this case, and I have experience with contacts, I have experience with makeup, and I do have experience with mixing things up by accident, of course. And I do believe the plaintiff is highly exaggerating the whole scenario, because let's start from the very beginning. So she wears contacts and she's driving out of town to a different city and she forgets a solution. Let's assume that is true. You're not going somewhere in the wilderness with a tent and a campfire. You're going to Palm Springs. I'm pretty sure there are quite a few locations for Walgreens or CVS along the way, and every single gas station does have a pharmacy section inside of it where you'll be able to purchase a perfect contact lens solution for yourself, and even in a travel size, so it's more comfortable for you to carry around until you're back to your town. So to me, when her friend offers something that's been laying around in the car for 2 months, that, by the way, no contact lens solution when it's open can be used for 2 months. It's usually 30 days. When you open it, you have to use it up, and after 30 days, you have to discard it. That's usually the case. Plus, the car usually gets really hot, so it's really not a good place to keep your medications in. Just a word of caution. So to me, it doesn't add up. You can buy yourself a bottle for, I don't know, $5-7 and be done with it. You don't have to take her word, the defendant's word, that this is in fact a contact lens solution and it's not past its expiration date. So if you're careful about your eyesight, that's what I would do. Would you agree, guys? Back to the case.
Did you block her, Ms. Peters?
Yes, I did. Your Honor, she was harassing me while I was at work, calling me 24/7, blowing up my phone, blowing up my Instagram, and in fact, I have evidence myself. Now, this temporary blindness was only supposed to last between 4 to 6 weeks.
You're lucky it didn't last longer than that.
Excuse me, 2 to 3 weeks later, through our mutual friend, who's closer to her than to me, I'm scrolling on Instagram. I click on her Instagram story just to see her driving. Now, she has been harassing me, telling me that I need to get her groceries, telling me that I need to drive her, forcing me to pay her for things, bringing her to the doctors. Meanwhile, she's driving, and I have evidence.
I'd like to see that evidence. You submitted a video to the court?
Yes, I did.
Let's see this.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for what we're doing later. This is gonna be the best day. Are you ready? Woo!
It looks like you can see just fine in that video, Ms. Thomas.
You know, anybody could post a video that could have been taken any long time ago and post it now in order to help her look better.
This is annoying because I'm not understanding, Ms. Thomas, why do you think Ms. Peters would plot to put eye makeup remover inside of a contact lens bottle and just wait for you to ask her to use contact lens solution so she could blind you? I mean, you are actually in this court testifying as if she planned an attack on you because she thinks she's superior to you and she wants to make you feel worse about yourself because she's so much better than you.
Guys, what I notice is we have 3 women in here, the judge, the plaintiff, the defendant, and no one brought up the point that I'm going to point out right now. I also use makeup. I have been using makeup since my teens, right? We all have, and we are very familiar with eye makeup removing solution. It doesn't sting your eyes. That's the whole point. It doesn't do it. If it were to damage your eyes, it would not be called eye makeup remover to begin with. That's exactly what it's designed for. So you put it on your cotton disc and you apply it to your eye and it doesn't sting. And if it stings, it's something else, or it expired, or just change the brand into something more natural. But that's the whole point of it. So I honestly have no idea what she's experienced, Was it something else? It sounded like she put gasoline in her eyes, really, but not the eye makeup remover. It doesn't work like this. And I'm pretty sure you ladies will agree with me. So this whole situation seems to be blown way out of proportion. Even if it was in fact eye makeup remover, she would not have had that reaction with her eyes. Plus, how in the world did you use it? Did you use, or were you intended to use a contact lens solution as drops? Well, then sorry, you need drops. Or did she put contact lenses in that solution and then put them back? That's something that is missing from the case. I really would like to know what exactly happened, because I know how to use contacts. And there is a reason why I switched to daily ones, because that's the situation that you don't want any more bacteria in your eyes. It's better. It's actually recommended that whoever is using contacts on a daily basis should switch to daily contacts. So you just put them on for a day and then you discard them and you forget about them. And they're already in a solution, so you don't really need anything except for the eye drops if your eyes are getting dry. But in this case, that's exactly what she said. She said, my eyes were getting dry, so I needed a contact lens solution. No, you did not. You needed eye drops that are definitely have a very distinct expiration date, which is, I would say, 30 days maximum. When you open it and it's in a small container, and you put a few drops in your eyes just to make sure your eyes stay moisturized. So I have no idea what she's talking about. Let's go back.
She does, in fact, act like that.
Are you hallucinating?
No, I'm not hallucinating.
Nobody
She has
does
always
that.
been this way.
If you don't think this woman has good intentions by you, why are you taking her on a trip? Because the truth is, everything you're talking about is just a drama because you're a drama queen. This is obvious.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I shouldn't have reached out to her. She doesn't seem like the kind of person.
I'm sure she would have hoped
I
you
certainly
didn't.
regret it.
Accusing her of sitting up and pouring eye makeup remover into a little bottle. And this is why the story is just so unbelievable and ridiculous. Because how is she going to know? Do you think she would sit there and plot and say, at some point, she's going to need contact solution.
Yeah.
And at that moment, I know she's going to have forgotten it. Get a grip. Don't waste my time up in this courtroom. I have real cases to see, real people to help, and real dilemmas to help solve.
Fine, I guess I'm a drama queen.
You are. And now you're going to smile.
Look,
If you need attention, get a friend. Get a dog.
Get a therapist.
Don't get a therapist. That's a good one, Miss Peters.
Yes. I really think
But
she needs
do
help.
not come up in this courtroom wasting the court's time on an issue that you clearly know was an error. She has shown regret and remorse for the mistake, feeding you and running around trying to take care of you because she felt awful about it. No one would want to do that to another human being. And you know good and well, you could have gone back to work if you wanted. After you flushed your eyes out, it might have taken you a couple of days. I see the doctors, the medical expenses that you did incur, but this was not intentional, nor was it in any way negligent. This was an accident.
I disagree.
I'm glad. And when you get yourself a courtroom and a gavel and a robe, you can make the ruling. But for now, this one is mine, and the judgment is for the defendant. Court is adjourned.
So how do you feel about the verdict?
I'm very pleased, but in fact, I actually feel sorry for her because I really think she needs help.
Any thoughts?
I really regret giving her a second chance as a friend.
I'm going to forgive you for myself, not for you, because you need to learn to grow up.
Coming up. I ask her if you want.
I love the judge. How she's like, get out of my courtroom. I have a real fish to fry. You're just wasting my time here. And I completely agree. That whole case was a bogus case. And I have way too many questions. And if I were the judge for this case, that I cannot because I haven't passed the bar, I would have asked those questions that I brought up in my talks previously. And first of all, if you needed eye drops, why do you need the solution? Why would you take it? And secondly, eye makeup remover doesn't sting your eyes. That's just a bogus claim. I once, by accident, just because I'm tired, I'm mom of two, I wanted to remove makeup from my eyes. And instead of putting eye makeup solution onto the cotton disc, I accidentally put a toner. And guys, let me tell you, that thing stinks so bad. I had to flush my eyes with water for 5 minutes straight, and my eyes were a little bit red, but not to extent as the plaintiff claims. And definitely no eye makeup removing solution would do that. That's for sure. But my toner even didn't blind me, but she's claiming that makeup eye remover did. I don't believe her for a second. But what do you guys think about this case? Do you agree with the judgment, or do you think the defendant is actually responsible for the plaintiff losing the work hours? Please put it in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.